What's up, guys? It's Jordan from the Exiles. We're back from a hiatus to bring you some important news. Introduce yourself.
My name's Jamie Orchard. I came top 32 in the UK Nationals 2024. Got a very nice playmat for it.
Sheesh! Tell them what deck you were playing, Jamie. Hit them with it.
We were playing Braindead Turbo, or known as Tenpai.
Yo.
The deck's great. The best thing about the event was you can go through 7 rounds not having to think whatsoever. Everyone else is exhausted. You just have to make it past the first 5 rounds. You're set for Cold Cup.
No worries. Before we get started with the deck profile, any shout outs you want to do at all?
I want to shout out my boy playing Tenpai, Ashley. I have played the deck for since it got released, and so far he is the only person I've lost to in the mirror match, which is hilarious. He gave me the idea of playing 2 of each hand trap, even the Frios, because funny.
Understandable. Right, let's get right into it.
Alright, so for the main deck, obviously, we got 3 Tenpai Hydra. It's just, turn it around for you, it's just one of the best normal summons in the deck. Search of the Field Cell, Search of Sangan. Next up, we've got the Free of Chandra. Again, the amount of games that I've had where you hand trap them 3 times, you go to your turn, main phase 1, normal summon the Chandra, they scoop. I don't even have to do the rest of the combo, they've just scooped in main phase 1. Then we also play, obviously, 2 Fadra. This isn't unique, everyone does everyone does this set of cards. Fadra, I have to play 2 of because I don't think there's a single game in Nationals where I didn't open this card. So having the second definitely was very helpful. That's it for the main deck Tenpai cards, obviously. We got the 1 Bestial Magnum up for consistency. Sometimes it's a bit weird, clashes with Fenrir and Lightning Storm a lot, but for the times when you just draw 4 hand drops of Magma, it's so invaluable getting the extra Tenpai from deck. The next card, absolutely goated card. We have 3 Kashtira Fenrir. Insane card, just special summon Fenrir. So good for board breaking. Search out of Fenrir. There's nothing more they can do about it. Then we've got the hand trap lineup. So, like I said, we're playing 2 of each. So we've got the 2 Effect Veilers. Would think about playing 3, but I played against a few Shifter decks. This deck can play on the Shifter if they don't summon anything. So Shifter still hurts, but the Effect Veiler can't obviously send itself to graveyard to activate the effect. The 2 of Ash. Thinking about playing 3 of, but honestly, the amount of games I've drawn 2 Ash Blossoms, it's just a dead card in 3 of. And you know what? If I don't see an Ash Blossom, I hopefully see another one of the 18 hand traps.
No worries. What is your opinion on Ash? Is it forehead Ash or feet Ash?
Oh, forehead Ash, I'm not a degenerate. We got 2 Droll unlocked. Amazing in game 1. No one plays around Droll in game 1. It just absolutely sweeps a lot of players. I would play it 3 of, but a lot of decks this format, like Melodious, don't really care about Droll unless they open the most garbage hands. We got 2 Ghost Spells in a different rarity for the funny. This card's insane. Against Tenpai matchup, it's insane as well, because if they Fadra in damage step, you can still Ghost Spell to negate the activation. Ghost Ogre, 2 of. This came up so much. I had so many voiceless matchups, and them activating barrier to search, you chain Ghost Ogre, they've just ended their turn. Alright, we'll go into the spells now, so I'll pick these up. So for the spells, we have, starting with the Tenpai cards, we have 3 Sangan Summoning. I don't know why they printed this card, it's absolutely nuts. Half the time, I've just activated it on the field, not used the second effect, normal summon Hydra, what are they going to do? 3 Sangan Kaiman. This card is absolute ash bait. Additionally, one of the best things that have come up is go into battle phase with a Tenpai in hand. Activate Kaiman, because they hold the ash for the Kaiman, but we just use the effect to special them from hand. And it completely blanks out their Ash Blossom. Then
I saw that in round 11 and I lost it more than anything. I was like, nah!
3 Pot of Prosperity. A lot of the time, I don't start with Pot, even though I probably should, but it's just, there's so many more lines to OTK that don't rely on Trident if I don't prosp. And sometimes, I mean, it just works as good Ash bait sometimes. Way Where There's a Will.
Wait, what?
I love this card. This card is so funny. A lot of people don't read this card. Voiceless players don't read this card. So when I activate it, use the effect to activate, and they have 9 cards on the field. They don't realize that everything's getting shuffled back in the end phase.
Yep.
It's so funny. It is basically just a second version of Prosperity. Then we've got some of the board breakers. So I'm running 2 Super Poly. This card's insane. Obviously, we've got the extra deck, just 2 space for the extra deck for the Super Poly. The 2 Lightning Storms, again, against Voiceless, such a goated card. Just take out the back row. And the 1 Harpy's Feather Duster. And then for the trap lineup, it's very, very simple. We're not playing anything. We are just playing the 3 copies of Infinite Permanence because it's a hand trap. Surprisingly, I was thinking about playing more Effect Veilers because it's not once per turn card, but because I had a lot of Voiceless matchups, these and Effect Veilers were the first cards to just get cut because as soon as Barrier gets activated, they're completely dead in hand.
All right.
All right.
So clean 40 in the main?
That's a clean 40 in the main, yep.
No worries.
Now for the extra, we will go through. So first we've got the Super Poly targets, Mud Dragon and Garua. This card's hilarious because you Super Poly a board away, then you just summon this out, call fire. They can't really do anything because they now can't Mourner your Tenpais, they can't Imperm your Tenpais. It really just helps with getting free summons. And then the 1 Garua. This card is also insane, and a few times I've used it for a Synchro Summon for a level 10 monster because it and Chandra do make 10. There was one situation where I was in a real bad situation. So I made Mud Dragon and then just normal summoned an Ash Blossom, Synchro 7 for Black Rose, and cleared the board.
Sure.
So that's the fusion lineup. For the synchros, we've got the common, we got just the 2 Bidents and the 1 of Transcendence. It does hurt if I go against Kashtira. They get Unicorn out, they banish Transcendence. It's a bit difficult, but honestly, it's too tight in there already, and I think this is just the optimal amount to play. For the other 7s, we have Black Rose Dragon, absolutely insane card with Sang and Summoning on the field. It's just unaffected by opponent card effects. It just board wipes. Moonlight is a very nice card. I had to go into it a few times. A Yubel matchup. It's very nice, just bounces it back to the hand, doesn't destroy. If to summon out another Yubel, bounce that back to hand. Samurai Destroyer, very nice card. Helps you play around things like Forbidden Droplets, because they might wait for damage step. If you attack Samurai Destroyer, they can't activate cards in the damage step. They can't activate cards altogether during the battle. It also turns off card effects that would float or things in the graveyard. Melodious monsters get hit hard by this. It can negate the Aria protection from battle. 1 Meteor Burst, again an insane card. You just go into this before entering battle phase, and they can't activate monster effects during battle phase. It ensures your Kaiman goes through, so you're protected against Ash Blossom during the battle phase. And then that's all for the 7s. We'll go into the 10 lineup. Ruddy Rose Dragon. This was a weird choice, but it's absolutely hilarious, especially coming up in the new format for Info. Drytron players are going to know, if you hand trap a Drytron player, they're going to go into the unaffected rank 1. What you do is you summon out Ruddy Rose, you banish the Drytron's entire graveyard, they've lost the game. They have no resources to continue playing. It was also really good against Chimera. A lot of their resources are in the graveyard, and a lot of their interruptions are in the graveyard, so you just Ruddy Rose out the board. And then, obviously, the one and only Ask Your Friend for a Trident Dragon.
Yo, whose collection did you get this from?
I got it from my friend Charlie. Shout out to Charlie. I think he topped a regional with his branded lineup. Card's absolutely insane. Wins so many games. People say it's not required. This card is definitely required. It is so absolutely free. Hopefully reprinted coming in summer.
I believe it is a Megatin reprint, but
we'll hope so, because the deck is so affordable. It just would help. Next for Link lineup, we're not playing the normal Link package. We've got a Striker and an SP. Honestly, brutal. I played against someone out Protoss called Fire. Couldn't summon any fires. Just Striker, normal summon, sorry, special Fenrir, normal Chandra, went into Striker, went to SP, banished the Protoss, and then just went next turn. They had not enough resources to continue. I had Kaiman in hand, so it was easy games. And then obviously the one of Seals. Seals is just an insane card. If you're forced to go first, honestly, Seals, 4 hand traps, it's an FTK. No one can play through that. It's so broken. And then the last one is Dual Little Chimera. This is also for info because you can just crash it, search out the new one, and the new one just summons itself. But also Dual Little Chimera and all 3 Little Dragons are enough for game if you're stuck on the D barrier. And then for the side looks a bit crazy. The one off the Nibiru token as well, obviously. The side looks a bit crazy. We have the one-offs of all the hand traps. Droll, Ash, Effect Veiler, Ghost Bell, Ghost Ogre, Super Poly.
God.
This is so that if I go against the matchup, like if I go against Voiceless, I take out all the imperms, take out all the Effect Veilers, I play more Ghost Bells, Ghost Ogres, and Ash Blossoms, and also Droll, because it's quite good against Voiceless.
Oh my.
And that just helps consistency and the actually good hand traps that I need. Playing 2 off definitely helped with a broad spectrum of cards. Obviously, the extra Super Poly for board breaking. Then for some of the free offs, DD Crow. I am terrified of the Labyrinth matchup. DD Crow is just so helpful because any trap they activate, as long as they don't have Lovely on the field, I just chain it to make sure that Lady doesn't resolve setting from deck. We have the free off Cosmics. This came up in my top cut game. I special summoned out Fenrir, normal summoned Chandra. They flip Skill Drain, chain Cosmic, lethal from there. And then the free off Nibiru's. And I'm not going to lie, I never sided Nibiru in, and I never activated Nibiru the entire event. Because if I had Nibiru, I had also had Lightning Storm, and it just didn't work out. So it might be removed in the future for the info list.
No worries. Coolio. Any closing remarks?
Ask your friend for a Trident Dragon and spend £40, pick up the entire deck because it is one of just the best, cheapest decks that you can buy post-info format.
No worries. Amazing. Thank you for the deck profile, Jamie.
No
if
worries.
you enjoyed this and want to stay up to date with more Trident shenanigans, stay tuned to the Exiles.